Hi, it's Kirsten from Give It a Whisk. So I just wanted to make this video just to show you guys how I made Raphael's cake smash cake. So I made him a birthday cake for the birthday party, but then I really wanted to give him that like cake to just tear into in one of those cake smash photos, because I just think it's so cute. So I knew he was only going to be having maximum a handful of cake, so I decided to put the sugar aside and basically just make it as cost effective, quick as possible to make, and thought it might be useful for you guys to see how I did that, just so that you guys can give it a try as well. So basically I just got, I actually ended up getting 2 sheet cakes from Asda. You can get them from pretty much any shop, so the Sainsbury's had them, I think Waitrose has them. But so this one was £7. I did get 2 just in case. I don't think you need 2, especially if you're not going for particularly high cake. You probably could just get away with just the 1. But I'll do a test run and see. Essentially, I bought that, but then I've been using the cheapest kind of ingredients possible. So I used icing from Sainsbury's. That is a kilo that I used icing sugar, but I didn't end up using nearly half of the icing, but I just store it. Just Aldi's double cream, the cheapest kind of extract I could find, vanilla extract. This is a plastic cake board that is reusable that I have, but you can use anything you want really for that. I'm using this cookie cutter to cut the sheet cake. That's because this is the biggest one I have actually, and I think it's actually pretty much the right size that I'm looking for. You can use a cookie cutter, but you could also use a cake pan if you have one that's got like the sharp edges. Then I've used this food coloring, just a drop, just to get it to the color that I wanted. I wanted it a bit whiter, which I know sounds counterintuitive, but it's true, it does make it whiter. But you don't really have to have that. Again, it's only if you want it a little bit whiter. And then lastly, I ended up using these adorable little cards that my sister-in-law actually ended up giving me, or rather not me, she gave to my son, but I took them away quite rapidly so I could put them on his cake, because honestly I just think they're the cutest thing ever. So yeah, anyway, here we go. I hope it's helpful. Do let me know if it is. Thanks. So to start with, I have put some of the buttercream from here into here. And you just need to make sure you stir it up again to make it a little bit smoother. And I have put some in here just because I don't want to use it all and I want to be able to store it. I don't want to get contaminated, so that's why I'm doing that. What that just does is it makes the air bubbles go. Until you get a nice, smooth buttercream. So this is the tray bake that I decided to get. It doesn't really matter which one you took. So I got 2 of them. And essentially, you're going to want to remove all of these. I have just taken it out of the freezer just to get it nice and firm. That's just so that it is easier to decorate. Now, ultimately, I could have, what would have been better is if I just removed these beforehand, because that would have been a lot easier, but we live and learn. Right. And then I'm going to use these to just cut. Now, I already did a little test of them. You can get them out. So that's 3 of them on top of each other there. To be honest, I think that is more than good enough. For the purpose. So if I put these next to it, you can kind of see. So I think that will do. I'm not going to do any more than that. So next you want to take your, so obviously normally I use a turntable, but I'm not going to do that today for the purpose of just showing you can do it without it really. So we're going to take a bit of buttercream and you just put it on the base. Now that's really important just to get it into place so it doesn't shuffle around everywhere. And then we're going to put one of these on there to try to get it a bit central and push it down nicely. Now I'm going to just put a little bit of extra buttercream on there just to help it stick down a little bit, because obviously this one's now frozen. Just try and get it a bit even. Now I'm not going to use any jam today, just because it's for a smash cake. Otherwise I obviously would. And I'm going to turn this one upside down just so that it's a bit easier to decorate and not have the sprinkles showing. I'm pushing down nicely and I'm going to try and make it as straight as possible. Now that's seeming a little bit difficult, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plop a bit more of this on, just so that's going to help me even it out. Okay, and then we're going to fill these gaps a little bit. And here you just want to use the scraper to lightly scrape down all of the sides and just make it as smooth as possible, but also make sure that the cake underneath is actually showing a little bit to achieve that semi-naked appearance.